Hello, Dustin.
Good evening, you wonderful, beautiful people. Cindy and the guinea pig. Look at this.
Squeak, squeak.
How
I'm
are you?
stoked to be here. I'm doing wonderful. How are you guys?
Y'all ready to leave later or tomorrow?
I just had to run like a crazy person to Costco, put gas in the car, get back here so I don't get in trouble. I don't want to get put in timeout by Cindy.
That's right, because you would. Mhm.
Oh, I know.
Mary's here. Says, I don't know whose channel to watch on. Mine.
She needs the watch hours more than I do.
Liz says, hi, Cindy, Brian, Dustin, and everyone here this evening. This will be fun. Yes, it will be. Karen, low carb spin. Hi, Cindy, Brian, and Dustin. Driving home from work, so I can only listen for now. Be careful.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone, cooking burgers on my wood fire grill. You know, that sounds good. And Sean, hello. So, Dustin, I know you're going away. You and Chandra are going away tomorrow for the weekend.
We're going away for the whole week.
For the whole week. Wow.
Yeah, we leave tomorrow. We'll be back next Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Yeah.
There's Christian. Just popped in to say hi. Hello.
Bonjour.
Evelyn. Hello, Evelyn.
Chevelyn, Lynn.
And Lynn saying hi. So when are you coming back?
We head back Wednesday sometime, but we'll probably be, I don't know if it'll be like Thursday morning or whatever when we actually get home or not. Yeah. We've got an Airbnb, so her whole family's going to be up there. So
nice.
From like basically all over the country, just kind of go.
Yeah. Where's she at? She could have joined us.
She's in her office doing work, trying to get stuff together because we'll be gone for a week. She's got to set stuff out, so
did you lock
when people buy, they know we're not going to ship it right away.
Yeah. Did you lock her in your room?
I don't have that kind of death wish, like.
Well, you locked yourself in. So
that wasn't on purpose. That was a mistake.
Hi, Charlie. How bad is the temperature in Wisconsin right now? Sean wants to know.
It should be comparable to where I am right now. So it'll be like 50s, 60s in the morning, 80s in the afternoon, evening.
Freak snowstorm coming your way.
Do you hear, Brian?
Will there be a winter storm coming our way? I don't know.
You said a freak storm coming your way.
I mean, there's a lot of freaks heading towards Wisconsin this week.
I ain't saying nothing. I'm gonna be good for a change. So, yeah. What's been new with you? I saw your video from Tuesday night.
Yes, ma'am.
This morning. And it was good. Y'all just need to behave.
Why?
Because I said so.
I'm grown.
I don't know who lied to you.
Yeah, I mean, we just want to have fun, have a good time, doesn't have to always be so serious. I have a question for the guinea pig. So this is your second or third live, right?
Yeah.
What do you like about it? What do you not like about it?
I'm kind of getting used to sitting here and saying a few things once in a while, but
he's getting used to sitting here next to me.
That 3 foot rule went out the door.
3 foot.
I like seeing your face. I like seeing you on here. Makes me feel good.
That's because I'm going to catch up to you one of these days.
He shaves his.
I know.
Well, nothing grows here. So it'd be the same thing. If I just stopped, it would look like his.
See, with him, nothing grows right here. There's bare patches right here. And then it grows weird here. And then this he can keep trimmed.
I'm actually getting a little bit of hair on the top up there. I think it's the electricity going into my brain that's caused it to push it out.
Why is it's like
there's a brain up there, but
like for me, either like dump it all or have it all grow back. I don't want just no. I don't need the sides. Just go bald everywhere.
You don't
save
want
me money on
look?
razors. What now?
I said you don't want the bozo look.
No. I'm not on WGN. I'm not on, this. I'm not in Chicago. I'm not a clown. I mean, I might be a clown.
That's debatable.
You're not wrong.
I know, right? Naomi's here. Hello, Naomi. Great color commentary, Brian. Keep up the good work. Yes, he's doing good. He's doing
it's
good.
Fun being
busy
live.
all day. Do what?
It's fun being live.
Hmm?
I basically pop up, make sure everybody knows I'm still around.
Yeah, I have.
Well, and then she ties you back to the bed and ties you back to the bed, and then we're just waiting for your ankles to heal.
He's doing good. That was all. He couldn't even get in bed when that happened. He had to sleep in a recliner because our bed was upstairs. He couldn't do the stairs. He couldn't put any weight on his right foot at all.
That was a tough 3 months.
You didn't carry him up the stairs?
Are you kidding? I wasn't going up the stairs with my knee surgeries and stuff.
Oh my God.
Now I can. We just don't have any stairs. Sean says, grow it really long and wrap it around the top. Dustin can already do that. Lisa says, hi. Sorry, I'm late. Hi, Deb. Be careful going home. Look at him. That's good. Go for it.
Cousin it.
I still say you need to braid it.
No, it hurts.
Well, you don't have to pull it so tight to braid it.
Well, people do because it's not all the same length.
So trim it.
Why are you trying to be the boss of me?
That's what moms do. You're the one that started it. That's all I'm going to say.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You are.
So Deb's here. Lisa's here.
Yes, I already got through all that. Where you been? You've been sleeping. Carl's here too. Check it out. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening, Carl.
Carl doesn't know what day it is.
Doesn't know what time of day it is.
True.
But that's okay.
So you got some questions for me, or did you prepare anything at all, or you just said you're just going to chicken wing it?
Just that's it.
Oh, okay.
I did ask you how you're ready for vacation and stuff. Hello, Michael.
Yeah, I've got laundry going. I've got after we get off here, I got to run back to Walmart. I didn't have time to do that today yet. So maybe get some road trip snacks.
Carl, here you go. Sing it, Dustin.
Does anybody know what time it is? I don't know what time it is.
Yeah, he texted me a little bit ago. I had to go to Costco. I have to get gas. I'm trying to get home on time.
Well, so like the gas station at the corner by my house is $3 and like 29 cents or $3.20 or something like that a gallon.
Yep.
And Costco was $2.75 a gallon. And I had to go to Costco anyway because they sent me my check. So I had to take the check, cash it, and put it towards my membership because they just raised the Costco memberships to $130.
For the basic membership?
No, we've got the
executive.
Yeah, so that's why, we spend enough for them to pay. So basically, we spend enough to keep our membership for free.
Yep.
Now we got to spend. Now we got to spend another whatever it is to get.
I was trying to put the stream on my phone. It won't go on. Well, hello. This is someone I met through the reselling thing. I went on a live stream and saw it.
Sweet.
Gas, $2.78 at the Walmart closest to me. Nice, Naomi.
Most of our Walmarts don't have gas stations.
Yeah.
Our Kroger's do. A couple of our Kroger's do, but some Walmarts, but just not on our side of town.
Our Kroger's and our Walmart does, and they're pretty much right next to one another.
Well,
but don't you? I would imagine you get most of your gas at Buc-ee's, though, right?
We do most often. Sherry says 3:14 at Sam's in Washington, Pennsylvania today.
Oh my goodness!
Haven't been to Costco in a new hot New York minute. That was hard to say. Hello, Joe. How are you? Lee said our Walmart doesn't have a gas station either. So we have been, last week I did an egg fast.
Yeah, how did that go?
5.8 pounds down. It was good. And I didn't tire of eggs. This week, keto chow. Yesterday I had, and I've been trying to have omelets and had shakes in the afternoon and ice cream at night. And the omelets, I haven't been using cheese. I mean, the waffles, not omelets, waffles, shakes, and ice cream. But I haven't been putting cheese in it. So I experimented the first time with a packet of maple waffle and 2 eggs. That was it. It was very, very thick, so I added water. But they were good. I only put butter on them, but I don't use any syrup. So it's like they were a little bit, definitely different texture, but they were okay. And it made like 4 of them. That was my first meal on Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, I made them with 3 eggs, just a different kind of keto chow every day. And that made 5 of them. And it was good. It wasn't as thick. I didn't have to add as much water. They were really good. So today or yesterday, I didn't have my shake in between. So I only had the waffles in the morning and then ice cream at night. And today we've been out and about. This is the first thing I've had, and I just started it at like 5:30. So I'll have ice cream after that. So I didn't have waffles today. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been interesting. I've done egg fast before. But I've never done a keto chow, just keto chow.
Now walk me through your egg fast, because I know there's different people have different rules.
Well, what I did is the first 5 days, there's this girl, incredible shrinking Steffi. I followed her 5-day plan. So she had posted a video a while back where she did a 5-day egg fast, lost 13 pounds and so many inches, but she was also going bike riding and all this other stuff. And she had binged beforehand. I don't know what exactly she did. I don't think she even said, but I don't hardly ever, can't say never. I hardly ever go off plan. So that 5.8 pounds was huge for me in 1 week. So she had, like I said, she lost 13, but I wasn't out bike riding. You
go bowling and do all that stuff.
Right. And I didn't binge beforehand, So yeah. But it was interesting. So anyway, the first 5 days, I followed her 5 days to a T. I wrote everything down that she had throughout her video. The 6th day, I think I pretty much mimicked those. But then on Saturday, I made an egg loaf that I had ChatGPT create. I love that app. I'm telling you, I love it. And it was like 8 eggs, a block of cream cheese, 8 tablespoons of melted butter. And it made a 9x9 loaf, some vanilla extract, and I added some better stevia English toffee. We split that in half and had that for our first meal. That's all I ate that day. I was so full after that. I couldn't eat any more. And you're talking 4 eggs, 4 ounces of cream cheese, 4 tablespoons of butter. That was over 1,000 calories. And I've been keeping track of my macros every day. And they'll be posted in my video. After each day, my macros are there. So it's almost done. I just have to do a preemptive thing and put it on there.
Would you be interested in doing like a going and my buddy of mine? I did a live with him a couple of months ago, and he does AI training, so like how to use ChatGPT for what you want to use it for.
I love it.
And how to get more out of your prompts and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Would you be? I can send it to you later. I can send you his info later.
Mm-hmm.
He has I think he has some paid things and some free things. He's trying to start a new business.
Let me tell you what I did when I first started using it. It's when banana bread was just coming out, Keto Chow. I went in there. I said, create a keto recipe using Keto Chow banana bread flavor. And dang, if that didn't come up with that cheesecake that I made using banana. Now, it hadn't even been announced yet, but it used the banana bread flavor Keto Chow, and it was worded in there, and it's on my website because I put them up there as soon as they create them for me, and I make them.
I use ChatGPT for my shorts. So what I do is I go in and I write out my thought, like what I want to say, and then I put it in ChatGPT and say, "Can you help me rewrite this more concise?"
Yeah, see, I don't know that I want to do that because I want to be me. I don't want to be somebody else. Recipes are different because I use everybody's recipes.
Well, so here's what I do. So I only really like doing it for shorts, just for the fact that it's still going to come across as me. I'm still going to be me. It's still my idea, but it helps me be more concise because, with a short, the difference between a few thousand views and 10 views could be people clicking off with 2 seconds left of the video.
Mm-hmm.
So, a 12-second video versus a 15-second video could mean the difference between a 500 views and 25,000 views.
Right.
So getting it concise, it's still my idea. It's still me. And I'm still going to read it as me, but it just rearranges things and make sure that there's nothing there that doesn't need to be there. Because I stumble over my words sometimes when I'm trying to write it out.
Yeah.
So it helps me do that.
But see, that's what makes you who you are, Dustin.
Yeah.
Those little stumbles and, it's like, I feel and I don't do hardly any editing and, I'm okay with that. If I screw up, I screw up. That's just me. And that's just adorable.
Because Rick's here. It's Darkwing Duck.
Yeah. So, that's the way I look at it. When I use somebody else, like for instance, when I use somebody else's recipe, they always get the credit for it. I always post their video in the description. Go there. I'm not going to, like Wes does. I'm not going to give you the ingredients. In fact, I don't even cook it on air. I tell them what I'm going to do, whose recipe it is, show it to them afterwards because it's not mine. But I don't know. I haven't done a whole lot of shorts. I have taken little excerpts from other videos and posted them, but I know they can draw a lot of views.
I try to keep my shorts, and I've played around with them over time where I've taken a little clip of a video, like a teaser clip or whatever. And those may get a lot of views, but they don't always lead to what I want. So I try to keep my shorts as compelling. So, pointing out an ingredient that shouldn't be there or, what to look out for, something that's compelling.
Right. Oh, and
something that a full video isn't necessary.
You said on your live stream last night that people are up in the air whether they like your review videos. I love them. I absolutely love them. You and Chandra together are just, and her reactions to the products are just great. I I love them.
We have a lot of fun doing them. And and it's not that we don't enjoy doing them. It's just the fact that I feel like we do them and then we get like our core people, you guys will watch them, but they don't really get a lot of traction. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Let me just do them. I'll get on there, find them all, and I'll share them all out there because they are funny.
We've got hundreds. We got like 100 of them on our channel.
Yeah. I mean, they are truly funny. And it's like, I would rather see something like that than anything that's scripted. Or, if I want to see scripted crap, I'll watch a movie, People make mistakes in life. And that's why if I screw up on the video, I'm going to leave it there because I'm me. I'm real. I'm not somebody that's practicing behind the camera to figure it out on camera. I'm not going to do that. And, it's actually Karen, when she can, she'll speak up. I told her, I said, leave some of those, because when they work on their recipes, low carb spin, they do many, many, many recipes before they actually post their videos. I said, post some of those screw ups, leave some of that in there, do an extra video of like, oh, this didn't turn out just right. We're still working on it. So we're not going to give you the recipe yet, but we're working on it. I just think more people will react. I don't know how to say it, but more people will connect with the mistakes, with the human part of it. That's where I am with the whole thing. That's why, people that go all off half-cocked crazy about editing, it's like some of them I can't stand to watch because it's just like blips of movies and that are popped right in the middle of your video. I'm like, not yours, but other videos that it's like, why put yourself through that? And Sean, I have not yet. In fact, I was thinking about it the other day. It was 2 sticks of unsalted butter and 1 flavor of keto chow, 12 pieces frozen. And I believe that's what it was. Correct me if I'm wrong. Joe says, my local grocery store, Ingalls, has a gas station. I filled up today and got 15 cents off since I have been buying more canned foods for winter. Good work, Cindy. Thank you, Charlie. Hello, Rick. I'm trying to get it caught up on these. Do those egg loaves taste really eggy? The way that we made it, and I put the English toffee in there, it was good. It was sweet, a little bit sweet.
More like a dessert.
Yeah, it was more like a cheesecakey type thing. Not really eggy. It was good. Quack, quack. Hello, friends watching on both channels. I'm cool like that. I appreciate it. And I'm sure Dustin does too. Haven't had time to catch up with all the videos. Life just keeps getting in the way. It does. Hello, Jackie. Oops, ADHD. Here I is. Hey, Evelyn. And Lisa. So explain to me, Dustin. I'm going to just highlight these. See if there's any questions. Correct. Not frozen. Just put them in the fridge. Okay, Sean. People love the realness, minus the ums and tongue clicking. Me, I click. So the realness is it for me. I'm like, yeah, I got to try to get his lip smacking when he's eating, when he's tasting something. That drives me crazy.
That was one thing that I really worked hard in the very beginning that I didn't like myself doing. When I would record myself doing these videos and I would sit and edit them, there were these little clicks that I didn't realize I was doing.
Mm.
So I worked them out of myself.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know
there's
how
some.
I did, but it would just be a little,
Yep.
just tiny little things. You don't realize you're doing it until you spend hours and hours editing videos.
Yeah, and that's just it. There are a few little things that I've taken out. They're just so minor, but it's like, okay, that didn't need to be in there. Lisa, these were Sean has made these. Sean's wife has made these. It's 2 sticks of unsalted butter and 1 serving of keto chow. And you just divide up in like 12 portions, like in a muffin pan, and refrigerate them. I was wrong with the freezer. Hello, John Gugahan.
Gugahan.
Yes. So about this person with this chat GPT.
Yeah.
What exactly is he trying to do?
Well, he's trying to create a business,
Mm-hmm.
and he's trying to help everybody else kind of get ahead of the curve, because as it stands right now, ChatGPT isn't going anywhere, whether you're using Copilot, ChatGPT, or, I mean, there's different versions of AI, and every program we're using is coming on phones. It's built into just about everything. You buy a new laptop, it's probably going to have some kind of AI,
of course,
chat, some kind of thing into it, right?
Mm-hmm.
He just wants to help as many people kind of get ahead of the curve and navigate it, because most people don't even know what it is. They hear AI and they have no idea really what it is. The idea that people are able to use it to create recipes is fascinating.
Mm-hmm.
You could help it. I use it to help me pull in like ideas for things. Like I said, I help myself like kind of condense when I'm making a short.
Mm-hmm.
I use it for different things for video making.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously
Yeah,
I
I've
don't
never
use
used it for that. I've only used it for recipes. That's it. So, and that was from seeing Cooking with Dave. That was his fault. But
have you ever talked to him or anything like that? Because I've commented on his videos, but he doesn't respond.
He
No response.
barely responds to anybody's videos. He's got the cooking channel. He's got ADH Dave. He has ADH Dave Picks. Now he has Eating with Dave, Wondering with Dave, or something like that. He has like 5 channels now, going on. And I've subscribed to all of them. I've watched every one of them. And I mean, he's just funny. I like his personality. So if he
does have me looking at a different way to make my own cooking videos and how to rearrange, like how to arrange my stuff, like how to do it in the kitchen. Because my kitchen, and most kitchens aren't set up for filming; they're set up for cooking. And I have a giant island we have a giant island, and usually the island is typically the catch-all, and that's where everything goes.
That's what ours is right now.
Yeah. I clean it off, and it's like a tumor. It just continues to grow back. You can cut it down, it just keeps growing back. But I need to set it, and I want to get I want to get like a double burner thing, and then I want it they're like $30 or $40.
Right.
And then I want to get some kind of cooktop. I was looking at the that B branded, the beautiful branded thing from Walmart, which is Drew Barrymore.
Yeah.
It's $50. It's $50. But I want to know, would it be in my best interest to hold off on buying the $50 one and buy the $250 one that'll last basically forever?
No.
No?
I don't think so. First of all, anything you use isn't going to last forever. And I bought her brand air fryer.
Yeah.
I had the one like you guys have that you can stand up and get out of the way, the Ninja. I love this one. I got rid of the other one. I love this one. And it's so nice. It's so easy to clean. It's like, holy cow. And it was cheap.
I have only cleaned the Ninja one once. It probably needs to be cleaned 6 times now.
It's a
disgusting.
pain. All right, Karen has a question for you. What do you use for editing?
I use DaVinci Resolve.
Yeah, I thought so. That's what Chris uses, right? Chris Cooking Nashville.
Yes, though he has paid the $300. I have not.
Yeah, I just use iMovie for mine. It's on my iPhone. That's it. Oh, cool. I'm gonna have to try that. That's the egg bites. Sean said during the live stream he had a mustache hair poking him in the nose during the stream, and he kept rubbing his nose so much. I didn't even notice, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
This butter bites made with keto chow are great. I've made several different flavors. Nice.
Come here.
If you guys can hear whining, Max is right next to me going. ChatGPT is a year behind. It doesn't have access to the internet. That's all right. I like it for what I use it for. Same when we're addicted to those keto chow bites. I'm gonna have to make some. I use several models throughout my day. I'm sure.
Yeah, I've never made egg
guy
bites.
that you are, James. Lynn saying hi to John. We have birthday cake butter bites right now. Oh, I had birthday cake waffles. Was it yesterday? Yesterday. They were good. Before I know it, I've basically eaten a stick of butter. They are too good. Ooh, that would be rough. I'm popping in really quick. Hi, Andy. Prayers just for a minute. Andy's mother is in the hospital. She messaged me earlier. So everybody keep Andy's mom in their prayers. Me too.
And most people, iMovie is exactly what you need. Because I don't use Apple products, so I don't have access to iMovie. So when I started looking to edit my videos, I was looking for something that was full functioning, that didn't cost me money. And the reason I went with DaVinci Resolve is the fact that you get about 85% of the functionality for free.
Mm-hmm.
And there is some stuff behind paywalls. And as it's grown, I started with DaVinci Resolve 16.
Yep.
And they've just released 19.
Yeah. See, I haven't even looked into that because
if you pay for it once, you have it for life.
Phone. I still haven't used my camera, Dustin.
Well, let me borrow it.
It's brand spanking new. Sean says Max wants to be a YouTube star. John said I made Southern Keto's bread, and boy, was it dense and heavy. Yes. It must have weighed 3 pounds. I loved the bread-like texture, but wasn't a big fan of the taste on its own. I didn't mind the taste, and I used 2 sticks of butter. Dustin, that is easy to make, but it is so dead. It is one heavy loaf of bread. Heavy, heavy. And I used, like Victor did in his video, I used 2 sticks of butter. And I'm telling you, there's no way to toast that in the toaster because just the feel of it, you've got butter all over your hands. And I stored it in the refrigerator. I toasted.
You know how to do it, right? You know how to do. You're going to cut a slice thin enough, and then you're going to take a piece. You're going to take a piece of foil and just kind of go sandwich it in, and then just kind of fold it over and drop it in the toaster.
Well, I've toasted it in the air fryer.
That'll work too.
And I've toasted it in the oven with a cooling rack on top of a baking sheet. And there was so much butter that oozed out. They needed to because there's so much in it. And then I'd flip it over and I'd even throw it under the broiler a little bit. But it's one dense loaf of bread. It's like, holy cow. So then he goes to say, once I used it for dipping in my eggs, I liked it a lot. It has a good flavor, but you got to get some of that. And after I get it out of the oven, I'd take paper towels and dab out more butter out of it. So it was really a waste because it was so much to it. Praying for Andy's mom. I'm in a tub with rubber duckies. Yay, Rick. Try getting DaVinci Resolved to work on the Linux platform can be a bear. All this techie talk is
I've never
all
worked
Hey,
with Linux,
Lynn.
Windows.
Do what? My computer's too old to edit videos. Hello, Evelyn. I love Southern Keto spread. I think some of it depends on how much butter you use. But yes, it's sure heavy. Absolutely. Yeah, I think John only used 1 stick of butter, if I'm not mistaken. Because he was talking about that Sunday. Where did you go on your live stream, Dustin? John was talking about he was making that bread.
It's frozen in time.
Oh, he was just blinking.
I'm here. My internet connection's being stupid, so.
Question for Dustin. Did you fix your bedroom door?
Yeah, I fixed it that day. I went to Walmart and got a new doorknob. It makes a different clicking sound and it messes with my head. You get used to hearing a certain sound, and then you go and you close.
Yeah, he sent me a picture of his new doorknob after he bought it. Dustin's freezing up. Hello, Nate.
I don't know. I don't understand what's going on with it.
You got too many tabs open.
I don't actually.
I made a grilled cheese sandwich. It was amazing. Did I do that with that bread?
No.
It was just so much. If I make it again, it's going to be with maybe 1 stick of butter, if not a whole lot less. And instead of a dozen eggs, I'm going to put some egg white powder in it and try to make it a little less dense because it was just crazy. But it does have a good flavor. And with 4 cups of pork rind crumbs, I really didn't taste the pork rinds. Did you?
No, not at all.
It was pretty good. Come here, Max. Come here. He wants to be in the video. So Brian's going to go get Max. But yeah, I mean, Victor's bread was good. It was just, I couldn't believe how heavy the loaf was. It was just to pick it up was heavy. It was crazy. That is good. I was supposed to make Brian a loaf of bread a couple days ago, and I haven't done that yet. We have 0 in the house. But since I've been doing no real foods, it's just keto chow and eggs last week. There's Max.
If I was going to do a keto chow challenge, I'd have to raid your stores to do it.
Well, I've got a box full sitting here to send out.
Yeah, that's one thing I want to say. A close personal friend of ours is looking for extra keto chow. Doesn't matter what the flavors are. Mm-hmm. If anybody has extra keto chow that they don't want to use, it's going to a good cause. If you want to send that to my P.O. box, I will make sure that they get it. And that's what she's talking about. Cindy's sending a care package as well. It's not my place to say who it is, but they've reached out to us looking for extra because they're going through some things, and they're just wanting to use keto chow to help them get through it. So if anybody has extra keto chow, flavors that you don't like, flavors you don't want, and you want to help a person out, my P.O. box, you can send it and we'll put a care package together. You can include your name. You can do whatever you want. Say, this is from me, and I will put it all together and put it into a box and mail it off to her when I get back from vacation.
Yeah. Mine's going to go out tomorrow. I want to get a card to put in there first. It's a Choc Zero box. Full of keto chow. Yes.
We save all boxes in this house.
Yeah.
So like even the box with the box that the new doorknob came in, I took all the stuff out of the box, folded the box back up and set it out. And we've got in our garage now, I went through and sorted everything. We got this rack. It's on wheels. Mm-hmm. And it's got these little things that stick up, and it's kind of in a triangle shape.
Yep.
So like wide boxes in the back, and then as you come forward, the more narrow boxes. So when something ships and it needs a box, I can kind of go and see what I need.
Yep.
And get it.
Andy's going to say hi to both live stream. Found Wi-Fi in the hospital. I'll watch it later. Mom's doing well, but still no discharge, so we're stuck in the hospital another day. Well, hope everything goes good, Andy.
Yeah.
I'm going to try low carb spins faux rye bread next. Oh, you won't be disappointed there if you like rye bread. That is one fantastic recipe.
My trash can loves rye bread.
Your trash can. Your trash can.
Loves it. Just toss it right in.
It's so good. That is
not...
so good. John, definitely let us know how it comes out for you and if you enjoy it. Yes. And Deb says that rye bread is amazing. I've made 4 so far. That's what I've been supposed to be making for Brian, is the loaf of the rye bread.
Oh, I was telling the girl on the way home from school today, I was like, we've got to pack all these things to take with us on our trip. We're going to need this and this and this. And I was like, oh, I need to remember to pack extra whoopings for you. She goes, Paul, that's just your hands.
Wow.
She says some of the best stuff ever.
Wait till she gets older.
Oh,
like
I know.
Teenager.
Yeah. So she's already got, she's like, I know I have a teenager attitude.
God help you when she is a teenager then. Woo. And make the brown bread, Dustin, or leave out the caraways.
Oh, yeah. I like brown bread. Like, I remember, I don't know what I used to think. I used to think that the brown loaf of the brown bread at, I used to think the brown bread at Outback was like pumpernickel.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, I didn't know what pumpernickel was, you know, outside of Daffy Duck being the scarlet pumpernickel. But Rick probably knows that. But yeah, and then I found out it's just a wheat bread. I didn't know. I am not a bread connoisseur. I just like bread that doesn't taste bad.
I love that. Was my thing, more so than like potato chips are one thing, but bread was my big thing, along with chocolate. That was, I could have a chocolate sandwich. Never did that.
Well, Carl's right here. So Carl's saying make sure the rye is not old. So basically, what happened
was old, or you'll go crazy.
Well, because it grew ergot. The rye stores went bad and grew ergot, which is LSD. So people were eating bread and doing all this stuff with rye, and that's around the time of the witch trials. Everybody was a witch, but they were all messed up because they were seeing all this fire and brimstone, but they're all just messed up on ergot. That's the theory anyway.
In this bread, the only thing that makes it rye is the caraway. There's no rye.
Yeah, flour. I know, and I'm just being funny.
But there's no rye flour and stuff like that.
Oh, I know.
I would like that chocolate sandwich recipe, Cindy. Karen, you just need to come up with something that's easy if you want Dustin to make it. It's got to be simple, simple, simple. Hence, keto simple. Something that doesn't take. Isn't that right? Simple. Keep it simple.
Simple, like my mentality.
No, that's why you won't make Chris's recipes.
Oh, yeah. I love watching his videos. Mm-hmm. And it's like, no.
I'll tell you, I made his mashed potatoes. The only thing that took a long time was the egg whites and cooking them down to where there was no liquid. Right. Everything else went so quick because it all went in the blender.
Right.
That was the only thing. So I think you could do that, Dustin. I think you could do it.
I'm sure I could do it. I've got to find something dumber now to get people to move on. Well, I was telling. So as I was chatting with everybody that morning, I was also texting Chandra, and she's like her because she's got a capstone student that she's teaching while she's at work.
Yeah.
So she's the preceptor or whatever, and like she's like her and her student were laughing like the whole day at me.
I told you when you said that when it happened, I said Chandra is probably at work cracking up. I heard that last.
That's fine.
Chris's recipes are intimidating. I made his pasta, and I don't like piping bags. I hate them. I had 3 disposable piping bags, and to make one batch of his noodles, I went through all 3 because they kept popping holes in them. I mean, it was crazy.
So I'm going to be probably planning sometime. I don't know if it'll be this year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It probably won't be 2024, but it'll probably be sometime in 2025. Well, I am sitting down with Chris on November the 21st at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I will be on his channel. He'll be interviewing me. So be on the lookout for that. Huh?
Who is?
Chris. Chris Cook in Nashville.
Yeah, I will be on there at some point. It'll be fun.
But I think he and I have talked about me coming down there and being in one of his videos. We've also talked about a collaboration video as well, to where he's making part of it and I make part of it and we put it together kind of thing. Or maybe we do that and I go down there for that. I don't know. We'll have to see. Because it's only 5 hours for me. You know what I mean? I mean, why wouldn't I just drive 5 hours?
Because you won't even drive 4 hours to see me. You knew that was coming.
That was the reason for the pregnant pause.
That was a prompt for me to speak up.
Yes.
Here you go, Dustin. Here's another song for you.
The Econo song. We used to go to the pool hall when I was a teenager.
Sing it, Brian.
We used to go to the pool hall.
This man has a great singing voice.
No, I don't. I used to, not anymore.
You still do.
No. Can't hold a note for beans.
He does. What were you saying, Dustin?
So we would do go to the pool hall, and there's a jukebox, and we called this song the Econo song because you'd pay the same price as every other song, but this song was like 8 minutes or something. You know what I mean? Like, so you got a lot of, even though it wasn't the greatest song we were teenagers. It was like this or stuff off of Core by Stone Temple Pilots or whatever. More modern, more contemporary songs than this song for us.
Yep.
But this was like a good bang for your buck.
These are the good old boys.
Just the good old boys.
Jackie wants to tag along with you when you go to see Chris.
Okay.
And Sean wants to know if you're playing guitar for the collaboration, Dustin.
He asked if I wanted to do a jam along at Keto Palooza, and I respectfully declined. Because while I enjoy playing guitar, I don't do it on any level that he does. Not any stretch of the imagination. I used to be in bands and stuff, and I wrote music, but never played as well as he does.
Lynn says, once you make one of Chris's recipes, it's not so bad. His recipes don't scare me anymore. They don't scare me either. Just the piping bags do. I hate them. Dustin, do you play 9-ball?
Sure. I like 9-ball, 8-ball, whatever. Well, even though 8-ball is, was it 15 balls?
Yep. So KPL, Dustin.
Yes, ma'am. I will be there Thursday evening.
I won't be there till Friday.
Slacker.
Now, shut up. I wasn't paying for an extra night. I only live 2 hours away. So
I only live 2 hours away too.
Well, You got money, evidently, because those rooms are expensive.
Well,
I
I'm
love
splitting it
9
with
Ball.
Adam.
Yeah. Well, I'm splitting it with Debbie, but it's still expensive. Oh, well, I'm outcast again. Thursday crew rocks. I'm just nothing. So, anyway, Friday night with this dance thing, you had said you and I will stand in the back and record people making fools of themselves, right? Instead of getting up there making fools of ourselves.
Maybe.
So, how are we going to do that without getting a copyright strike? Because there's bound to be music. You can't. It's like that ain't going to be feasible. Think about that.
You just have to cut the audio out, really.
Yeah, exactly. And just show people dancing to no music. That might even be funnier. And then speed it up. That'd be a riot. I think I'll do that. That might be
I'm
good.
trying to figure out, I want to get audio from the people speaking. And I've got the wireless microphones. And like, especially during the testimonials, I want to maybe see if I can get the little mics on everybody I probably need someone to help me and get the video and get the audio, because the audio last year was kind of hard to hear. And the testimonials is one of the biggest pieces. I don't mind getting a little bit of the of the speakers, but I don't want to film all the speakers because I think that's not my place. I usually get about a minute of each speaker.
I don't even want to see all the speakers.
I don't really. I mean, I'm not necessarily interested with the speakers of everybody, but I'll drop in and get a minute of each one.
I usually am. I usually want to hear what all of them have to say, but there's some this year that I could care. I don't want to. It's like, I am not going to work out like a dog like Bronson, Dant, and Natalie do. So they might be all right to look at, but I'm not going to go there. I'm not, I don't know how to say this without being rude. It's not going to keep me interested. I'll just put it that way. And that's the period right before lunch. And last year we tried to get in the hotel restaurant for lunch. We couldn't do it. It was so backed up at lunchtime. You could not get a table. There was like an hour-long wait. So my thinking is, I'm going to go down there and get a table. At least halfway through their presentation anyway. And whoever wants to join us down there, I'll find out and get a table for that many people.
Where are you talking about now?
In the hotel, there's a restaurant. I think it's in the West Tower. I'm not sure.
Oh, it's like downstairs from the banquet place.
Yeah,
where we are.
And it's really good
fancy.
food. We ate breakfast there at the first year we went. Debbie and I did, and they have really good food. We tried hard. I mean, we waited for a while last year. We just never did get in. And I'm like, well, I want to make sure we get in there because it was good. And you didn't have to go traipsing Louisville to find a place to eat.
Well, that was part of the fun last year, going out on Saturday. And we went to the restaurant that the guy for the people from The Walking Dead owned. Mm-hmm. That was fun. I mean, the food was meh, but it's not, to me, like, most of the time restaurant food isn't that great, but going out to a restaurant typically means you're with people. Mm-hmm. Or even if it's just Chandra and I getting out of the house. There's usually more about the experience than it is the food.
We're not going to go to the Brazilian with them on Friday or Saturday night.
I'm not going with 100 people.
We went last year, and well, we're not going to go at all because it's so expensive, and we've been there already. And
I'm going Thursday night because James shamed me into going.
Is he buying your meal? That would be like, you pay, I'll go. I can't.
I don't know. I don't
It's
expect
like,
anybody to
it's
pay
so
for me.
expensive. I'm trying to figure out where I left off of these comments.
But I need to try this picanha everyone's like raving about.
I think we had it. Lisa and James, did we have it when we went to the meetup that you hosted, James? I think there was picanha there, wasn't there?
Because I was on Russ's live and we were talking about it, and he was saying that at his Costco, because he lives down in Jacksonville, that he can get picanha for like $7 something a pound at his Costco. And they don't even sell it at our Costco. And the cheapest, it's cheaper than regular sirloin steaks at our Costco. And if I could get it, that's all I would buy. If it's good. But they do have picanha at the Brazilian and what you call it. And Evelyn said, yes, you guys did have it.
Okay, good. So we used to always play Tequila by the Champs on the jukebox at the bowling alley. Now that you hummed it, I know what it is, but I don't.
It's from Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Yeah. We'll be there Thursday night, but we are not staying at that hotel.
I had last year had an Airbnb by myself, and I was like, and then James talked me into staying at the hotel. What is it?
You stayed at the hotel last year.
I did, yes. Initially, I had booked an Airbnb, and then last minute changed over and got myself a king room at the hotel.
Karen and Teresa are getting in on Thursday.
Yeah.
Piping bag tip: never fill more than half full. Gives you better control and less likely to bust. Oh, I did that. Trust me. I tried.
There's an after dark joke in there somewhere, Jackie.
Everyone says, "See, Karen, we rock." Thursday crew KPO. Just go ahead. I'll be missing out. Okay.
My Sunday morning live got demonetized, and because of it said it wasn't appropriate for advertisers, and I always dispute it. But the downside to that is most of my lives have a 3-day shelf life. So people either watch it as it's happening, and then there's about 3 days of people will watch the replays. And the demonetization usually happens within a few hours of it being live after being over. And then you notice it, and then you dispute it. And by the time they've gone through, because I've never had one not win the dispute. By the time I've won the dispute, it's the time where no one else is going to watch it. So it's almost kind of a moot point, because then I'm not getting any monetization from AdSense for the live. It's irritating.
Yep. There was the one with Chris and Ash when we were at their show. The video I put up with recording it while I was there. They gave me the okay to record it. I put it up. YouTube comes back that there was a copyright issue. And it names some kind of thing that it's a copyright bot is what it is. I talked to Chris and Ash about it, and they said dispute that for sure, because there's no such thing. So yeah.
Well, mine wasn't a copyright issue. Mine was a content issue. Mine was I said something, or there was subject matter something in my live. And that happens about every 3 to 4 or 5 lives. It happens to me.
James says mute the sound but show across the screen the lyrics. Well, wouldn't they count that also?
No.
Okay. And Evelyn, I'll be there late Thursday. Jackie, hey guys, got to run. Nice chatting.
Put your good hand. Have a good night, sir.
Good night. We should do a flash mob on one of the days.
All right, I'll pull them out.
No, Dustin.
What? He said flash.
Not that kind.
Oh.
Save Dr. Barry
that's no
because he
fun.
looks really good.
Andy, should be ashamed of yourself. He's a married man, and
I love it.
And I think Nisha's the kind of person that would cut you. I mean, I'm not wrong.
You'll meet me there at the restaurant, Debbie. Is that what you're talking about? We're staying at another chain and arriving in on Thursday. I'm packing a lunch. I don't want to miss the speakers. We'll be there. KPL's our yearly vacation. I'll tell you, Brian opted this year to stay home with Max because he is not well overall.
Who's going to be on my team this year?
I don't know. They're not doing that this year.
Oh, I know. I just had fun with Brian on my team last year. It was me, Brian, and that young girl. But I can't remember her name.
Yep, we have a ton of picanha. So I've only been to the Brazilian steakhouse once, but I've learned the meats will keep coming. Yeah, just like the one we went to in Columbus, Evelyn, the same way.
Yeah, that's the only one she's ever been to.
After it gets cold, it's not. Well, she was wondering. Oh, but I've learned the meats will keep coming. Yes, I read that wrong. After it's cold, it's not as good. I'll bring the beads. Okay. If you want to win, not me. They're not doing karaoke this year. They're dancing. Bring on your best dance moves. That's what it says, I believe. Karen says, Dustin, would YouTube give a copyright strike if there was background music, but someone was talking and you couldn't barely hear it? Yes, they will, because it's happened on my videos.
Well, because it's just done by AI, really. It picks it out, it hears it. But at the same time, I've uploaded private videos of the girl at the fair. And you're walking in and you can hear contemporary music playing, over at the fair, like Toto or whatever it is, right? And then for some reason, copyright didn't pick up on that. But I was filming her on a merry-go-round, it's a merry-go-round or whatever they call it, a carousel.
Mm-hmm.
And it copyrighted the organ music that was playing.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And I'm like, come on.
Beads for the flashing. I got it. I did get it. Cindy, oh, hello. Hi, Cindy, Brian, Dustin, and everyone.
Hello, Cindy O.
Cindy O.
Do we know her? I don't know if I know her or not.
You got a good name. Cindy O. Cindy.
Oh, Cindy. I had a lady that was a supervisor at my old job, and her name was Sheila. I'm like, oh, Sheila. And she's like, that's all I could sing.
Sean, thank you so much. Having me on your live. I really appreciate you giving me a chance to tell my story. Can't wait to meet you in person at KPL. I am really touched. Thank you.
Isn't Sean just the best?
He is. And that's my first. That was awesome.
That's your first super chat?
Yes.
Holy moly.
That's awesome. I'm going to cry. Is there any easy way
you made fun of me?
Yeah, because you're a big burly man. Is there an easy way to edit the sound on a posted video?
Yes.
Turn it off.
No. Okay. So YouTube now has the ability with AI in the YouTube studio. So on your computer, you go into YouTube studio once the video's been posted. But it doesn't have to be live. You know what I mean?
It's a copyright strike.
Well, but no, because you can put it up and say it's unlisted. So you can upload it as unlisted, and then YouTube will go through and check it. And if anything pops up, they now have tools to go in and just remove the background music, but not any of the talking.
Not all the time, though, because I've been going through my list. I've been going through the list of copyright strikes so that if I ever do get monetized, they'll be ready.
Yeah, it's a
And-
new tool to use inside the editor that's
right.
built into YouTube Studio.
Right. I've gone there. And it'll say erase song, and you open it up, but then it gives you can erase it, but you can get rid of, mute all the sound in that portion, which means if you're talking and there's music, whatever you're saying is going to go too. Or you can replace the song with something else from YouTube Music. And or there's something else. There's 4 options. But once you click on erase song, sometimes it'll let you erase the song. But other times that's not highlighted, but underneath it says you can erase that portion of all the audible. So it's whether you're talking with the music playing in the background, it's all going to come off. It's crazy. Because I tried that. Like, what?
Paid version or free version.
Mm-hmm. First member, first super chat. Gosh, I feel special. Yes, you are. He was my first member, first super.
He needs a Cindy DeManch helmet.
Did you mute the song and not the talking? Not that I have found.
Like I'm saying, the YouTube people that I follow say you're supposed to be able to do that. But I imagine that mileage may vary.
Karen, check it out. When you go into your YouTube studio and click on copyright, and at the very bottom will say your list to bring up the copyright list. And then just pick one and go to on the right to copyright and see details and try it out. Because sometimes I can go in and do that. I have been able to erase just the song, which I don't care about. That's fine. But there's other times that's not highlighted, but you can pick out sections that they're talking about and replace the song or remove all of the audio. It's just weird. But I've been able to erase the song on some, but not all of them. I'm going backward. That's awesome. Could you mute the song and not talking? Okay, thanks. Yeah, you got to try it out because I've tried it for each one that's in that list to try to get them up to date. So, like I said, if I ever am monetized, that it'll be set, it'll be ready to go, and I won't have to worry about it. So now I've just been trying to use little things like at the beginning of my videos, because most of them are just talking about what we're eating. And then a little thing like footsteps walking away at the end, where that's it. So it's just little pieces of stuff instead of having soft music playing while I'm talking in the background. So it's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Now, do you ever play around with the built-in music you can get from YouTube?
Only if I can go in and replace it. It wins. It what? Did I miss what the heck? I'm lost, Karen. It wins, Cindy. What?
E2 Brute.
Huh? I don't know. I missed something there. I'm learning so much. Yeah, Andy, it's definitely a learning process, and I don't think it's ever going to change that way. It's crazy.
There's some kind of YouTuber summit going on right now that a lot of people that I follow or YouTube flew them out, and they're hanging out with like the CEO of YouTube and stuff.
What else do you need to be monetized? Well, I am at 813 subscribers, so I need 187 subscribers more. And my watch hours went from 3,000 to 2,600 overnight because of old stuff that dropped off, because it only keeps a 365-day sliding scale going, which is crazy. But yeah, that's what I need. So about 1,400 watch hours to get to 4,000. And I'm about at 2,700 now. It's insane. When you get monitored. There you go. It's when, Cindy. Okay. It feels like if ever. Too much of a learning curve, and that's why I will not do a channel of my own. Unfortunately, I do not have the time to learn. Hey, stay busy with what you're doing, Mr. Techie, because that's important. We'll need your help sometime.
Well, the thing is a lot of people who have. So if you have a compelling channel, I mean, the issue is with our niche. Our niche is not a super high demand niche, right? But if you're in a niche and you have something to offer, or even within our niche, if you have something above and beyond an extraordinary to offer, say like you look at the quick rise of Chris Cook in Nashville, or if you see someone like Myra, Low Carb Love, she had that rise where she hit 1 million subscribers. I don't know where she's at now, but I don't think she's growing like she used to. But I don't know. I don't even see her videos. I know she's posting.
Very little from what I've seen.
Yeah. I mean, I just don't know because, I mean, my watch patterns dictate. So people's watch patterns dictate the videos that get shown to them.
I'm looking it up, so I'll be back.
Yeah.
I'll be right there.
After these messages, I'll be right back.
Oops.
And James, I don't think it's too much of a learning curve. So realistically, if you wanted to start a channel, just press record, upload it to YouTube. Don't put any music in it, really. Just make the content you want to make, put it up. And if the audio sounds good, so I mean, you're crisp and clean and people can hear you, not a lot of noise in the background, it's not irritating, just the audio alone being irritating to listen to. And then because audio is going to be so much more important than video. People are far more forgiving of poor quality video than they are of poor quality audio. Audio is one of the most important pieces because it's hard to overlook something that's really irritating the ear. So like a really loud hum in the audio, you know what I mean? Like they're filming in their kitchen and you hear the refrigerator really loud, or the lights are buzzing, or something that's really off. Keeping control of those are not hard things to control for.
No.
But your content has to be compelling. You have to be compelling. So, I mean, you have to be you. You have to bring something, entertaining, informational, whatever the case is, to whatever you're doing. And then you can worry about the little stuff little by little as you go.
Yeah. That's why I'm not a big channel, because I'm not very compelling and I don't have anything to say. Myra is at 1.27 million.
So she's hit another 200,000 since she hit 1 million. So that's not bad.
Hi, Rick. I turn on my YouTube overnight to a friend and play the whole set of videos to help them out with watch hours. Now, I did learn something today. I was listening to somebody, I forget who it was. They said if somebody that's already watched your videos.
That was my live from Tuesday.
Okay, yeah. And then somebody re-watches them, it doesn't count. That's wrong, because they might be re-watching it to catch something they missed. That's not right. Sean said it's not high because too many people don't know what eating this way will do for them, and why we all start our channels to help other people. So, or at least that's why I did. And I know that's Dustin. Hi, Twinbrook Acres. His name is Rick. India, we love you, Cindy. Thank you so much. Articulate and don't slur your words like I do sometimes. I am just going to be me, and that's going to happen. That counts as a unique view. Yep. You can put the vids on a slower watch speed to help watch time. Hey, that makes.
I don't know if that actually works or not. Let me look
I
that
don't
up.
know. That would be weird, though. I love watching them in fast speed. That's a riot. It sounds like mice talking. You're awful quiet.
Yep.
Why? You don't got nothing to say?
Nope. Just here occupying a chair.
Hmm?
Just here occupying a chair.
Yeah. What are you having for dinner anyway?
Okay.
I'm having
So
ice
this is what it says. The playback speed of a YouTube video impacts how much watch time it counts towards. For example, if a viewer watches a video at half speed, it will count as half the watch time. So say if you watch a 1 hour video and it takes you 2 hours to watch it, it still counts as 1 hour of watch time. So that they're doing that so there's no people aren't circumventing, ways to get more watch time. So you have to get watch time the way they want you to.
So what Jackie's saying here is not going to matter because it don't matter what speed you watch it at. You got that. Yeah. Sean says giving people a voice that don't have one or are not brave enough to start a channel is a gift as well. Well, Sean, there for a while, all we had on our lives was people that had channels. And that's why I put it out there on my Facebook page. Anyone that wants to get on and tell their story that doesn't necessarily want a channel. Lynn, I'm talking to you.
I still need to meet up with Lynn and give her stuff.
Yeah. So she's been one lucky lady. She's won a couple times on Chris's.
Now it's going to be a week or more. So
yeah, I watch stuff on slow speed because I'm a slow person. No. But yeah, it's anyway, people that don't want a channel, like getting Debbie on here. I had her make a quick appearance when we had Nurse Cindy on because of the relationship that we have with Nurse Cindy. After her hearing about us and how our story was similar to hers back in 22. And then when I had Karen and Teresa on, Debbie came on with us because when we met them at Hack Your Health, it was an instant connection between the four of us. It was great. But that's the only way she'll come on. Just to get her on one-on-one, nope. I will be watching all of them. You are so nice. So nice. And I don't know. But yeah, anybody. Like I have Lori Brick coming on. I supposed to Friday have Caitlin Dustin. I have not heard from her. I've reached out asking if she's going to be here. I have no idea. She has not responded. So, if hopefully she comes on.
I'll reach out to her because I
messaged her on Instagram several times. Yeah, she has one heck of a story. Debbie's just put up a face. But yeah, I mean, Andy's coming on. Evelyn and Carl are going to be on a Saturday, October 5th.
I saw that.
Yes. And I don't have my calendar in front of me.
I don't have anybody booked currently, but I need to get back into that.
Right. So what have you been up to all week since last Wednesday, Brian?
Nothing much.
Nothing?
Nothing.
How you been bowling?
Crappy. Not as bad as you, but pretty close.
Thanks. Thanks. It was bad. It was bad. Definitely.
I apologize. I'm reaching out to Caitlin for you.
Okay.
Is that when is that?
Friday.
So this Friday?
Yeah. Like I said, I've sent her a couple messages on Instagram. over the last few weeks, and
she's had some issues. She's had to find a new place to live and stuff.
mhm.
So I even
Yeah,
sent
I
you a
told her I
copy of that.
she said she was looking in New Hampshire, and I replied that I would ask my son, who lives up there, Angie Mendoza, New Zealand. Hello.
New Zealand.
Awesome. Deb, the two sisters live in YouTube would be a hoot. Live in YouTube. Live in YouTube. That would even be a bigger hoot to live in YouTube. Deb, I bet if you did a live with Cindy, you'd have a large audience. Probably, because,
I'd love to sit down. I wanted to sit down with Myra, Low Carb Love, and talk with her. I'd love to have Wes.
Mm-hmm.
Wes has been impactful to my channel on a multitude of levels.
I've reached out to Dave. Cooking with Dave. I sent him an email wanting him to come on because I just think his personality is fantastic.
I think I need send me his email. I'll reach out to him as well and see if he responds.
It's in his description.
Is it
on his videos?
It'd still be easier if you message me with it, but I mean,
do what? Oh, I'll just look it up for you and give it to you. Is that it?
I mean, why not make it easier for me? I mean, you know what I mean? That's what a mom would do.
Good luck finding a place in New Hampshire. That's where we just moved from a few years ago, and our kids and grandkids live there.
No, she'd lock you in your room and throw the key away.
I did not. Didn't do that. I did not. I didn't do that. Hi.
Welcome, Angie. I love people. I love it when people from other countries come in.
I know, right? That's awesome.
Like Christian Delorme is from Canada.
Yep. I've also reached out to Jim Bowers, who's from England. He's on my Facebook support page. He seems to have a really good story. He said, when I'm in America, I'll consider it.
Have you talked to Dave? You need to reach out to Dave Mack.
No Carb Life?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was on his I was on with him.
And I tell people, if you can't do it on Friday, our weekends are basically open for the most part. Just whenever. That's like Evelyn and Carl, because I know she's a teacher. She's busy or she works at the school. And I know I've got one this Sunday too.
Angie's asking if we are from the UK. No, I'm from Indiana. Or I'm in Indiana, central Indiana, in the United States.
I am in Kentucky.
Indiana is slightly better than Kentucky.
Whatever. I'm trying to get my cousins to get on, but it's 2 a.m. over there now. Woo. That would be a stretch.
If I got to the point where I had a decent following in other parts of the world, I would set up lives. Like I want to talk with Sahil, who is over in India, Headbangers Kitchen.
Yes, Angie, USA.
USA.
That's my issue. I'm too busy. Let's see. I do live streams now Wednesdays to Fridays. I bowl Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. And
how do you fit your stocking in there then?
Huh?
How do you fit in the stocking that you do?
It's hard. Like I said, we just started doing that.
Just started stalking people. I hear you.
Yeah, not that. You weirdo. Buying to resell. I sold something. We did have one sale on what?
Oh, it was funny the other day.
I sent you that text. And you
Cheyenne came over and she bought a butter dish for $4 at Goodwill.
Mm.
And Shander looks at it and goes, "This is mine." She goes, "You're gonna owe me $4." She goes, no. No, you are never ever gonna be able to pay me back. No. She took it. It was this gigantic. It would have held like four. Look, it was like a big enough to hold like 4 sticks of butter.
Wow.
It was a gigantic butter dish. It was like this big, and it was like a big. It was like cartoony big butter thing, you know.
Yeah.
She took pictures of it, put it on, and it sold within 4 hours for $80.
Wow. Nice.
That's what she's in there doing now, listing and doing all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I need to set up a call with you guys so you guys can talk about that too.
I've got a whole bedroom of stuff to list. I've got some on eBay, and in fact, I put some of his pens that have been on Etsy for a while on eBay.
She has about 10,000 items that she needs to list.
I'm sure.
Well, not only that, but
She's
now,
doing this
And she
for a
has
long
like
time.
1,200 items already listed.
Mhm.
we're now getting into doing craft shows, so that'll be another thing for the weekend.
I like
Yeah,
playing crafts too.
Saturday the 28th, we were given the opportunity for as a free setup, a free space, and money goes to a children's thing. You know, donations go to this children's. I forget what it's called. I forget. But we're going to take his pens and the jewelry that I do have made, and we're going to set up tent there with some tables. And I think you tell me what you think about this. I'm going to print up a paper and say 1/4 of our proceeds will go to this charity for these kids and hang it up at the booth. What do you think? Anybody in the chat too, chime in.
I don't know. That'd be a question for Chandra, what she would think, because she had a while where they had like a booth at a flea market.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Well,
that's
this is strictly
long
for charity.
before I ever met her.
This is strictly for this charity, and I it's like it's free space. I've already messaged the guy. I was given this person's name and information by the girl I bowl with on Fridays, and she's been at this same craft fair for the last few years, and they keep reaching out. Do you want to do it again this year? Do you want to? And it's usually you got to rent a space. This is totally free to set up, and they're just taking donations for this charity. So it's like, that sounds like a plan, a start anyway, to get into doing craft shows. Because he's got so many pens and bottle toppers and magnifying sets with pens and letter openers. And I mean, so many things already made that are just sitting on Etsy, not going anywhere. In fact, Etsy, he makes this one, it's called a cigar pen. And a while back, Etsy banned that listing, saying it was drug paraphernalia. A pen.
Well, there are a lot of things, like, you go to the gas station and you see like the flour that's in the little glass tube.
Oh yeah,
This
was clearly. I mean, when I pictured it, I had the cap off of it. It clearly showed it was a pen, along with all our other listings of pens. It was like,
just dispute it. I mean,
it was stupid. It was really stupid. So, and then when you look, there are other people selling cigar pens.
Sometimes people who are selling things the same as you will file things like that against you so that you are out of commission for a little while, so they may be ahead of the pack a little bit to sell stuff. Like, let's say, like that happens to Chandra sometimes. Like, if somebody is selling something similar to you,
mm-hmm.
they will send you a lowball offer or whatever to try to do, you know what I mean?
When it says drug paraphernalia from Mr. Guinea Pig, come on now, that's crazy. You are so right. It is crazy. That was nuts, though.
I mean, I don't know. It's always he was such a nice guy.
They
was always so quiet.
Don't know me, do they?
He's not always that quiet.
He's been really quiet.
That vicious laugh.
I feel like I've been talking the whole time, okay? And he hasn't put in anything.
Yes, you and I have been talking.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know nothing about computers. I'm an idiot. Ask her. I got a new one. I screwed it up.
What do you mean?
And I don't know how the heck I did it, but I screwed it up. What the heck?
He got a new laptop about a month or so ago.
Oh, a couple months now.
And he's sitting there at the table forever. And I'm like, what are you doing? He said, it's locked and I can't get in. And what was the program that locked it down?
I don't remember.
Anyway, we figured it out. But he's like,
BitLock.
Yeah, it was BitLock. And I'm telling you, I tried everything. We finally called his sister, who is an IT tech. And by the time I got hold of her, I had figured it out on my own. But he's like, I didn't do anything. You had to do something for it to lock down.
I didn't. And I tell you how bad I am with technology. They MSN, Microsoft, or whatever, Microsoft.
Yeah, that's.
I had to get a code from them so I could get into the system, and because I didn't use my Gmail that I had years ago, it got deleted. I never got the messages, and I couldn't get in. They couldn't send me the key, the code. I'm
so
like, nice.
To open BitLocker,
Yep.
It's BitLocker.
BitLocker.
You needed the key for the computer,
Which is in the computer that's locked.
They sent it to this Gmail address that he never used that Google got rid of. If you don't use it, they get rid of it. So he creates another Gmail. Well, that ain't going to happen. That ain't going to help because they sent it to this other one. So in the meantime, he's got this other email now that you better use or you'll lose that one. He's got an MSN email that he uses all the time. And that wasn't doing any good. So he's trying to verify his identity to get this key. And it was just crazy. Absolutely crazy. BitLocker is your full disk encryption. Yep, we figured that out.
Well, so you saw my live from yesterday.
Yep.
I couldn't get my camera to work. I couldn't, like, the touch screen wouldn't work. Like, everything was like, for some reason, it wasn't recognizing my USB ports as USB 3.0, and nothing was working. And I'm like, what? Like, and I'm like, Windows was updated, all my drivers were updated, and I'm like, I even had to go live again last night on another channel, and I just didn't need video for that. So my avatar was fine. But it was still like, it would have been better had I had video, but it wasn't like this. There was a slideshow going and we're talking about movies. Anyway, today I sat down and I looked at it and I started digging in there and found out, well, it was Lenovo, because this is a Lenovo laptop.
That's crazy. Sean said, I hate seeing people get ripped off. I will help anyone that needs tech support. Well, I'm gonna have to get your number. But yeah, it was crazy because I'm like, he's sitting there for hours and hours. I'm like, what are you doing? Nothing. What are you doing, Brian? Nothing. And man, did he screw that new brand spanking new laptop up. So he's not technologically savvy.
Nope.
The only thing the one thing that I want, and there should be an easy way to do it. Whenever I buy a new laptop, I want it to be completely clean of anything and everything that you don't need on a computer. Mm-hmm. All I need is my browser. I need my video editing software. I need any codecs that I need to pull in video from my GoPro camera. I need, just my webcam software, my Rode software for my audio stuff over here.
You've also already mentioned about 5 things that I know nothing about.
Yeah. I mean, that's okay.
It is.
Hashtag boomer life.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's just what I wish that they, like, the same thing with phones. I wish you could just hit a button and be like, bloatware free, please. Because I want a complete, I don't need anything on my laptop that I don't use. Like, anything I don't need just takes up space. So I don't put anything on my, this is not really a computer that I use for, for things outside of the channel.
Mhm.
Very few things are done on this computer. Most everything that isn't channel related is done on my phone.
That's all I've ever used is my phone since I started. And then with the phone came iMovie, so that's it. And whatever works, works. And
Well, my phone, I
someone
use
can hook
Vlog
it.
Now. If I'm actually going to edit video on my phone, I use Vlog Now. But
Mhm.
since I take video usually from my phone.
Do what? For the mobile platforms that were required to a rewrite
On
of the
screen right here,
firmware.
that's my laptop screen. And then up here, I've got a 65-inch screen.
Mhm.
So got lights and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
We don't have all that. I
Well,
got
you could.
chandelier lights right there.
I've got a big light over here. I got a light over here.
And you're still in the dark.
I've got black curtains back here. And now I got a light right here too.
Yeah, Brian was just going to order me 2 of them big light things. And I'm like, no, until I get monetized.
It doesn't make sense. I mean, I did it all in the
invested into
beginning
that.
because I had a little extra money in the beginning. Because
Well,
they
that's
were
what-
sending us that money in the beginning of the pandemic, you know?
That's what I told him. And then he was going to order me a gimbal thing where my phone will just automatically move with me. And I'm like, until I get monetized, I don't want to do all that. You know?
So you have an Apple iPhone, right?
I do.
Just
iPhone
have him get you
14 Pro.
the
It's an
same
older one.
the same mic setup that I have. The Lark M2. It's like $100.
I do have a wireless mic. We don't use any. I've never used a mic. I do have some. I just have to charge them up. But I've never used them. We don't have them now. This is just the sound from the laptop. See, I don't need that. I got a big enough mouth.
Well, I like to sound good, you know. A little ASMR, you know. Relax with the soothing sounds.
Now, see, that's what you ought to do. You ought to do some voiceover stuff because that was a good one.
Deep thoughts.
So you were talking about Chris and inviting you down there.
Yeah.
We are actually going November 2nd, the week before the meetup in Indy. And the same
Rick
thing.
or V could come up. I don't know what their schedule looks like. If they could come up for Indy or not, but
I asked them because they gave me an option of the 2nd or the 9th. I said, well, the 9th is the Indy meetup. You guys ought to go. So we're going the 2nd, driving down there. Said you can bring the puppy. We'll make a day of it. And it's going to be, we're both going to cook something in his kitchen. He's going to cook something, and I'm going to cook something to go with it. And he's going to be my sous chef, which is going to be a hoot. His cooking is going to be on his channel. What I cook will be on my channel. And then he's going to do like an interview, sit down, family thing, dinner, while we all sit around the table.
what should I do? So I'm planning to try to get as many people as I can. I'm thinking about doing it quick and easy, just really quick, you know, having an intro. So every intro is the same. So when I'm editing it together, it's all, you know, so as I put the little videos out from KPL, I want to interview as many people as I can. I'm probably going to come out with, I'm thinking 3 questions. Just 3 simple questions, you know, three simple questions, 3 questions. 3 questions.
That's what it'll end up.
Yeah, I mean, and it may go long, just depends. But I saw that. I don't know why she's calling me Doug, but
if you have time to go,
be a typo.
something to eat. Jeanette Cleveland.
Yeah, because she's
Hello,
up in
Jeanette.
up in Wisconsin, where I'll be this next week.
Mhm.
But anyway, I want to ask 3 questions, basically like, give me a high level why you started,
Oh,
where you are
this is
now.
why I continue, not why I started, but go ahead.
Yeah, why you started, why you where you are now, and what keeps you going. Like what keeps you doing what you do, whether it's carnivore, keto, whatever. I don't care. But just to get, who are you? What's going on? Just maybe probably try to keep them to 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes. That way I can just do a bunch. That's okay. I just tease.
Phones do strange things without us doing them.
Oh, yeah.
Chaotic Carnivore is here. Hello, everyone. Can't wait to see all of your upcoming content. You've been very enjoyable to follow. Thank you for sharing everything you've done so far. Well, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for being a friend.
Yes, we can't have too many of those.
You can't.
Nope. I believe. So did Caitlin respond to you?
Let me see. What's your email? You can, what's your email?
Mine?
Yeah.
Cindy Demanch 23 at Gmail. I don't know if they can hear the TV or not.
Yeah, I can hear it.
Yeah, see, it should have been turned down.
But I'm also sitting in front of studio monitors too, so I
Yeah.
hear better than
If
someone
anybody
who's
else can
on
hear our
TV.
TV in the background, I forgot to shut it down or quiet it. And it's like right there. It's right over there. But I'm just me. I ain't perfect.
I'll send it to her. Because I'm a nice person.
Yeah, she should have it because I emailed her the thumbnail and everything
Yeah.
and the link.
But you know how people be.
Mm-hmm. So it's a yes.
I don't know yet. She just asked me she said, what's her email?
Okay. So then I'll find out when she emails me. Okay. Because then I was trying to think if she doesn't, then I got to figure out what to do and what to talk about. And then I had it all figured out. So one way or the other, there will be a live Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw Jeanette sent me that message, and I just haven't got a chance to respond to it yet. I have 2 messages to respond to as of currently.
Yeah. I never did go on to that buy me a coffee. I'm like,
You saw what happened with me in that app, right?
I did. And Sean was the culprit. I have Spreadshop, I have Spotify, I have Whatnot, I have eBay, I have Etsy. They're all listed on my website. They're all got their own little things on the top of my website.
You can
Karen
get it.
says,
You can go on and get your own URL, like KetoSimple.shop for all your needs. Anything you need from me, KetoSimple.shop. Really easy to find.
Yeah. Well, that's like I created my own website through Squarespace. And it's just cindydemanch.com, as plain as anything. And then, all right, Sean.
Sean sent me a thing earlier today because there's a concert that's coming to town, and like where I want to be is like $180 spot, and I'm like, if I can't be on the floor, on the gate with amps, right up front, I don't want to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, yeah, I can get like $35 seats and sit in the back of the stadium. I don't want that.
Right.
I just don't. And I mean, to me, like if I can't be up front, being up, like I just not a concert for me. Then I can see better at home. I can watch, like I can go downstairs and put it on my big TV downstairs and watch their whatever Chicago show that happened like 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Well,
I mean, to me, like, you know,
we're going to be sitting up in the balcony seats to watch Jeff Dunham next month. So
that's okay.
Cheap seats, but
Jeff
we're going to
Dunham.
be there.
I thought you said Mel Torme. I'm like, I thought he died.
No, Jeff Dunham.
Yeah.
We have tickets for October 19th, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, October 5th, I have Evelyn and Carl coming on. October 6th, I have a bowling tournament. That's Sunday. The following weekend, obviously, is KPL. Weekend after that, live stream on Friday. Jeff Dunham on Saturday. It's just.
I have a Squarespace. I need someone to. I just don't have the. I don't have the wherewithal to go in and build it.
I had to
and make
figure it
look
out,
good.
and I asked people what they thought, and everybody that looked at it, they said it's great. It was easy, Dustin. All this other stuff that you do, you could figure it out. But if you already have a website, why start another one?
Well, no, I have one. I had one, and it was more expensive than Squarespace, so I switched to Squarespace.
Mm-hmm.
And
so is everything over there?
It just doesn't look the way I want it to look, and I don't know how to put banners and stuff on it, and because I am an affiliate with with Amazon and all that stuff, and it's just I don't know how to do what I want to do.
Well, you know,
I have a domain and all that stuff, and I mean, I just don't.
Listen. If you go under your pages on your Squarespace website, under pages, there's a plus sign. You just add your URL. I added my Keto Chow link in there, my Scrummy Sweets link, my merchandise, this, like I said, the Spotify, eBay, Etsy, whatnot. All of them are in there. One click takes you right to my pages. And it's all like, if you got your other thing there, go to cindydemanch.com and you'll see it. It's all right across the top.
Look at you fancy. I've got KetoSimple.xyz.
.xyz.
Well, that's the same thing as Keto Chow.
Keto Chow, I know. I reserved this when Steve told me I should. I've seen Dunham in concert before. He's great. Shell and I are going to a concert Friday. We'll have to watch it Saturday. Okay. Yeah, Caitlin has an amazing story. She was on Dustin's channel a couple months ago. I can't see it. What does it say?
That's your channel. That's your page.
Yeah, I go on the computer, so I haven't seen it on the phone. Sherry says jalapeno on a steak.
On a steak. Cockroach.
I love it. Pre-sale price was like,
even that's too much money. I can't afford $120. Like in 2011, a buddy of mine bought tickets, and I had to pay him back over time. We got $150 tickets for this show, but with that $150 ticket, we got a meet and greet. We got pictures taken with him. We got to see him do sound check. We got like posters, sign stuff, like a big sign poster, a sign set list, and we got all that stuff. This is the same band and all that, but.
No, the Electric Light Orchestra was up in Cincinnati last Friday, and their cheapest seats are like 140. I was like, holy mackerel. I'd love to see them, but not that price. That price, I want to be sitting on their lap.
Oh, I got Black Dahlia Murder tickets for $30, all in.
I have never heard of them, but that's nothing new. James says, I need to set up a domain and a website for my books. XYZ domains are classified as spam from the global DNS servers. That's why when you go to Keto Chow, there were times where it wouldn't come up. It would have that screen like, oh, nope, it's not safe. Last concert I've been to was right before the pandemic. James and I went to see Phil Collins. That would have been good.
Yeah, we went to see Roger Hodgson.
I don't think that. Do you know who that is?
That was just
Who?
before.
Roger Hodgson.
Super Tramp.
He's old.
Yeah.
I saw the Super Suckers not too long ago.
He's old school. And before
So
we went
last
to
week I saw
Brooks
Goat
and
Whore.
Dunn, since we've been together.
Yeah.
We was Brooks and Dunn concert. We took our granddaughter, who was just a baby then, and we were sitting there in New Hampshire, huge stadium. And I went to take her in the bathroom. She was a baby. I would go change her diaper. There were a couple women in there who said, "That's that baby from way across the way. She is so cute." It was adorable. She's 20 years old now. That was a long time ago. But yeah. That's awesome, Dustin. I would love to see any band for $30 nowadays.
Well, they were supposed to be $60 tickets, but then they had a 3-day, 4-day event where like all the tickets were like all in for supposed to be $25, but ended up being $30 all in.
Mm-hmm. So Dustin, what time you guys leaving in the morning?
11.
Oh, that's almost in the afternoon.
Well, I want to get started to where like we're not hitting traffic here.
Mm-hmm.
And by the time we get up there, we're not necessarily hitting traffic. We probably will anyway, but.
Chad says, Super Tramp, love them. We used to roller skate to the Breakfast in America album.
Yep.
When I was going roller skating as a kid, it was always like Ghostbusters, Color Me Bad, all that stuff like 89, 90. I've got to get tickets to go see Cryptopsy. I need to get tickets to see Power Glove.
I think my best concert, and it was actually I got free tickets, was 10 rows center stage from Robert Plant. He played the Orpheum in Boston.
We bought tickets a couple years ago. I don't remember if it was pre or post pandemic. I think it was pre-pandemic. I bought tickets to see Robert Plant in Chicago outside, but then it was going to be like 110 degrees, so we didn't go.
Yeah, this was inside, and I had a friend that his wife now was a DJ for a radio station. She gave them to me for free. She gave 2 of them. That's how we got up so close. Like, dang.
Obviously, the last show we went to was Ash and Chris.
Yep, that one. Yep.
That was great.
Yeah, we saw the movie. Really, we saw the movie Blues once together. Mm-hmm. I'm old, can't help it.
He's the music buff, 60s, as you know.
70s and 80s. That was my era.
I'll take 70s music any day. But any of this other stuff,
Well, you knew that I would sit down and talk with these guys who were like roadies and tour managers and stuff from the 70s and 80s and stuff, and they're all from England. And we would sit down and talk with them every week about their experiences. They worked with Robert Plant. They worked with Pink Floyd. They worked with all kinds of people, you know. It was a lot of fun talking with those guys.
We used to have free concerts at the riverfront in Norfolk. I got to a Kansas there.
Got to see Kansas there.
Yep.
I've got a lot of. I actually was offered free tickets for a show Sunday here. I couldn't take them because I won't be home. But I'm upset because it's this band called Twin Temple, and they do 60s doo-wop throwback with a twist that most people probably would not find appealing, but I think it's absolutely hilarious. But yeah.
I mean, I list they consider it prog rock is where Supertramp fit in. I like some other people that are a little off kilter. It's like Peter Murphy, used to be with Bauhaus. Also like Pete Boddens. I liked his albums, a couple of them. He's gone now, but he has some good albums too. So
like Bauhaus and yeah. Like that goth era.
Somewhat, yeah.
Yeah.
That fits because you're a little off.
Then there was Stan Ridgway. You know, there's a few of them out there.
I'm very eclectic when it comes to the music that I like, but let's go ahead and wrap this up. I got to go to the grocery store. I got to get stuff packed. I got to do more laundry.
Didn't you just go to Costco?
I went to Costco to cash the check and to renew my membership, so they didn't try to take it out of my account. Now I'm booked. I'm good till November next year.
Love Peter Murphy and Bajas. I saw Peter Murphy in Philly back in '95. He put on a great show.
I'm sure. Might have been great.
Okay. Yeah, we've been here about 2 hours. And I want to thank everybody in the chat for joining us. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Dustin. Anytime you want to come back, have a great weekend. Have a great week. Relaxing.
I hope so.
No recording.
Yeah, I might get to go to there's a grocery store up there that I really like, so I may get some stuff to try, maybe do a little recording in there. But
there you go, and do some review videos.
Okay.
Yes, and like Sean says, safe travels. Stay safe. Have fun. Everybody in the chat, have a great weekend. Have a great rest of this week. I keep thinking it's Friday. It's like
I want to go ahead and plug this again. Anybody who has any extra keto chow, anything that you don't want, anything you're not going to use, doesn't matter what the flavors are, send it to my P.O. box. You can find that in the description of my stuff,
Or you can message me and send it to me, and I'll send it along too.
That too.
Either way.
Yeah, just want to make sure that it's going to go to a good home, good cause.
Yes.
And I'm going to put together a care package when I get back of all my stuff that I'm not going to use. And Thanks everybody. Thank you, Brian, Cindy, everybody in the chat. I love all you guys. You guys are awesome. Thanks for having me. I truly appreciate this very much.
Thank you. We love you, Dustin. You're a sweetie. Even though you bust my chops all the time.
Well, someone has to.
Okay, like Chandra says, I get to beat you up at KPL.
You're not as bad as our realtor is, so don't worry about it. It's the season of the witch right now, and she's it.
Jerk. All right. Everybody have a good night.